Howdy y'all, welcome back to another On the Mountain Ministries video. Today is day 23 of the 75 Hard Challenge. And as I was out on a ruck today, I was kind of thinking, I read the proverb of the day before I came out. And it kind of hit me, right? A lot of stuff in Proverbs is said multiple times in verses and chapters and along the whole book, which is important because it's being said multiple times, so you should be paying attention to it, right? The other day, last Saturday, I was supposed to be leading a Bible study for my friends. And we're currently going over the book of Jonah, and we were supposed to be in chapter 2. And I was pretty excited about it, but by the time I got there, I wasn't in the right mindset for it. I was pretty much done for the day, and I just knew that leading a Bible study probably wasn't a great idea in that mindset. Well, as we're sitting there around the fire, I decided, why waste an opportunity? We're all sitting here, we all have our Bibles ready. We don't have too many more of these summer evenings where we can sit around the fire and do a Bible study. So I said, do you know what? I don't feel prepared enough, and I don't feel like Jonah is where we should be tonight, guys. Let's go to the proverb of the day, which I believe was Proverbs 16, if I recall correctly. I don't remember though. Anyway. So as we went through, I read off the whole chapter, which I guess in my style of leading Bible studies is a little bit odd to read it all in one go, but that's what I did. And as I was doing that, I was watching everybody. And for me, when I'm doing Bible studies, I'm preaching, I guess you could say, to those around me, but I also get to look at the word in a different way. Not only do I normally read through it, then take notes, go through Bible commentaries, those type of things. But when you start teaching, the Spirit starts moving, and you say things in a different way. So as I was going through, I decided, I'm going to do something that I haven't done for a very long time, and never with that group. We did a popcorn Bible study, which I got the idea from my youth pastor from a couple years ago. He'd do popcorn prayers, and then he'd sit there and ask us, as we were going through the word, what we were thinking. Well, it clearly caught everybody off surprise when I started asking what stood out to you. And I clearly started realizing that they either weren't paying attention like they said they were, or B, we have a huge issue in our group for multiple reasons. However, after the idea kind of got warmed up to, everyone started having some input, which was awesome, because my one buddy said something I never would have really thought of. Basically, what stood out to everybody is pride comes before a fall, be slow to anger, and humility. And so between the 6 of us, I think there's 6 of us there on a room call, somehow almost every single one of us realized that those were the verses highlighted in my Bible and the verses on everybody's heart. And of course, in a somewhat jokingly manner, we're sitting here, but I won this trophy from the climbing competition last year, but yep, I won it today. Earlier that day, we were involved in a competition, and it was a blast. But I sat there and went, guys, so this is something I'm working on as well. But this pride and ego thing, you can go back to Proverbs 6, and it's on the list of stuff that is labeled an abomination unto the Lord. I said, we should probably work on this. The slow to anger, couple of us can have some tempers at times. In fact, I guess all of us do, if I'm being honest. Those things came out to us. And I said, let's work on this. But I guess that's not the reason I really started this video. One thing that reminded me as I was going through Proverbs 20 today is in 2 places it says weights and measures, diverse weights and measures are an abomination to the Lord, and a false witness is also an abomination to the Lord. Which, like I was telling everybody the other day, when you go through Proverbs, I mean, most of it's pretty much self-explanatory. You know, you shouldn't steal. Got it. Shouldn't murder. Got it. Those type of things, right? But as we started breaking it down, I realized, there's a little bit of a story to this if you can watch and pay attention as you're reading, obviously. So, the Spirit definitely moved me, and we had probably about a 15-minute study out of that chapter with 0 preparation, so that was awesome. However, in that chapter, it's also talking about weights and measures and false witness are an abomination to the Lord. And as I recall, it's in several other chapters of the book of Proverbs. And that's pretty cool. But I guess it just shows the importance that you have to be honest, right? You know, we were all in Scouts, and every week we'd do the Scout sign and go recite the Scout oath and law. And something that we all memorized, and I'd say for the most of us, we do live by, which is the whole purpose of it, right? But the first one of the Scout law is trustworthy. If you're not being honest, your friends and your family won't trust you. If you're out here swindling them for money, not paying back your debts, you know, tipping the scale a little bit, as you can see from the study, then you're not being trustworthy. Not only for us, with us all being Eagle Scouts, does that directly affect our honor. That's lying. That's stealing. That's bearing false witness. That goes directly against so much of what God said. So, I guess with this 8-minute talk now, all over the place, I guess the point is, don't bear false witness, don't lie, don't steal, pay back your debts quickly and efficiently as possible. But I guess the other story is, sometimes you just need a brother to sit there and tell you what he's seen in the Word too, because you're not going to see everything. You know, I've read Proverbs who knows how many times now. Probably the most from anything else I've ever read in the Bible. Yet every time I read it, something new is coming back to me. So, for all you that are watching that are in that group, be prepared, because I think it's something we're going to do a little bit more often. Because I think it's important. You know, we should all be in the Word. We should, you know, all be striving to help teach each other, lead each other. I guess that's all I have. Have a great day, y'all. God bless.